If you work for a particular company that is in competition with another company, and then you expect that other company to pay you, does that make sense? No, it doesn't. It's quite absurd. So when I work for someone other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger, then it's only fair that you expect the reward to come from them. And this brings to light a hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was speaking to a man named Mu'adh, a companion named Mu'adh ibn Jabal radiallahu anhu, where he said, and this is in Sahih Muslim, that on the day of judgment, a scholar and a donator of wealth and a person who died in the cause of Allah apparently will be called on the day of judgment. And each one of them will be asked, first of all the scholar, what did you do with the knowledge which I gave you? And he will say, I did it only seeking your pleasure, my Lord. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, you are lying. The angels will repeat, you are lying. And then Allah will say, you only learned this knowledge and spread it so that people can call you a knowledgeable man or a knowledgeable woman. This is what your objective was, and you will only receive what you intended for. You have received it already. Then the person who donated their wealth, Allah will ask, what did you do with the wealth I gave you? They will say, I did it for your sake, O Allah. And Allah will say, you are lying. The angels will say, you are lying. You only did so that people can call you a generous person, and you have received that which you intended for. Then the person who died, what did you do with the body I gave you? And he will say, Ya Rabb, I died in your cause, seeking your pleasure. But Allah will say, you are lying, and the angels will say, you are lying. You only did this so that people can build monuments out of you and call you a hero, and you have received what your objective was for. As for today, you have nothing with me. So the Prophet ﷺ grabbed hold of the knee of Mu'adh and said to him, Ya Mu'adh, these are the first three people with whom hellfire shall be ignited. Allahu Akbar. A alim whose knowledge reached the end parts of the world, and people benefited and probably repented and became better people. And this person with all his wealth and that person with all their life, Allahu Akbar, they end up in vain? Yes. Why? Because Allah's name is Al-Adl. He is the just. Yes, He is compassionate, but He is also the just. If you do things for other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for some other worldly purpose, and your intention is so, then Allah will only give you for that which you intended. Some people, they act religious when they want to ask for a girl, for example's hand, in marriage. So they go to the father and they put on an act. Look at me, mashallah, my beard is on, I've got my hat on, I go to the masjid, mashallah, but they're putting on an act. So they will do anything to get to her and to trick the father and the family. As soon as they are married, the true colors do come out. Your brotherhood